Hello, Flosstube. My name is Kippy, and I am the Academic Stitcher, and this is my first Flosstube video. I'm very excited about this. I love to do crafts of all kinds, and I've been out of stitching for a very, very long time, since my girls were very small. But I stumbled upon Priscilla and Chelsea, the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch Flosstube, a couple of months ago, and have just really gotten back into stitching again. It's just been so much fun and so many new things out there. And I've really enjoyed it, and I enjoy watching everyone's Flosstube videos. So I thought I would add mine as well. A little bit about myself. I am a mom to 3 girls, all grown. One still in college, the other 2 out in the world. And I have 3 grandsons. There's a huge difference between boys and girls, and I really never realized it, even with brothers, that they were so different until I had my 3 grandsons. And it's fun, and I just enjoyed that part of my life a lot. The academic side, I'm actually a college professor, a department head, and in my downtime, I spend my time cross-stitching, a lot of quilting. I do a lot of quilting, and any other crafts that I can gather up. I do a lot of collecting of materials, which I'm sure you're all probably familiar with. Surely I'm not the only one. But cross-stitching is like everything old is new again. So I just thought I would jump in here to Flosstube and just contribute to the community. So I appreciate you watching if you're still here. I want to start off by showing you something that I did a very, very long time ago. And I honestly don't even remember what the name of it is or anything, but you can tell down here at the bottom I've got 1986. So this was actually before any of my girls were even born. So this is one, I had it framed back, which is what we all did, I think, back then. And it's a little dirty and all, but I still love it. And this one will be hanging actually on the wall here behind me once I get my shelves put up. This is a new house I've been in for a couple of months, and I'm wanting to put some shelves behind me, and this one will go up there when I'm done. So that one's a very old finish. A little more recently, I finished Priscilla's chock-full harvest, and you can see it's a little bit Priscilla-fied. I'm not quite as fancy as Priscilla, but I love her ideas and I love the way she does things, and so that's really my inspiration. But there's a recent finish, and as far as whips go, I am fascinated by everyone who has all of their projects going at the same time. I can do that with quilting. I have way too many whips in quilting, more than I even care to think about. But in cross-stitching, I've never done that. I've always started one and gone until I finished. So I like the idea, though. I think I'll probably be starting some stuff. I'm going to be stitching along with Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop and Lori Holt be in my bonnet with their Stitchtober. That actually is what prompted me to make this video. So the one whip that I have going is Lizzie Kate's Halloween Rules. And take that needle out. And so I've got some of it going here. This is 25 count Lugana. It was a gray, but I coffee tea dyed it. You can see a few of the little, oops, there they are, a few of the little splotches in there. You can see it a little bit more on the top half. I stitched from the bottom up. So this is my whip, and one of my goals for Stitchtober is to actually get this finished, get it completely finished, and up. I think it's fun for my boys. So my grandsons they range in age from almost 6 down to 3 months. So they're all little boys. So that is one of my whips, or my only whip, and one thing that I want to finish during Stitchtober. And if you will excuse me, sorry about that. I didn't grab my other. This is the Old Red Barn by, whoop, there we go. I can't remember if it's Country Cottage Needleworks or Little House Needleworks. Hang on. I thought I had my pattern, but I guess I don't. It's one of those. And this one is finished. The stitching is finished. I just need to get it completed. I know what I want to do with it. I've known for a while what I wanted to do with it. I just haven't got it done. And it's kind of like putting binding on a quilt. I have to make myself do it. I enjoy the stitching part. I don't really enjoy the finishing part, but it needs to be done. So I can get it out and enjoy it. Again, this is fabric that I coffee tea dyed following Priscilla and Chelsea's video instructions. And I followed them. Priscilla had PC Old Red Barn was her hashtag for this one. Again, that is, this is Monaco. This one was white, I believe, before I coffee tea dyed it. So those are two that are either just need to be finished, or will finish and get it hung before Halloween. I don't do a lot of Halloween decorating. I'm looking over my shoulder. You see a couple of little ghosts and stuff back there. I don't really do a lot of Halloween decorating. So actually my chock full, the Harvest, I also have the Boo, because I'm in the club from Fat Quarter Shop. But I probably won't get that one done. That's not going to be a real priority. I'll try to do it before next year. I have some ideas about how I want to do it. And I love this mug. This is one of my favorite fall mugs. But I've got some ideas about what I want to do with the Boo Chockful. I think I'm not going to do all of the pumpkin faces. I think I'm going to make some of the pumpkins plain and just a few little jack-o'-lantern faces on that. So as far as the other plans, things I want to get started during Stitchtober, I have 2 of them. I think that's going to be realistic. I actually have a business trip that I have to go on next week, so I probably won't have the full, I think 9 days is what Fat Quarter Shop has scheduled for Stitchtober, so I'm not sure those last couple of days that I'm going to have that much stitching time. So 2 charts probably won't get finished, but at least we'll get started. And the first one is this one by Stony Creek, Pumpkin Kisses and Harvest Wishes. I love this one. I think it's great. I've already got it kitted. There's my Weeks floss. I'm just using the called for floss. And this one I will do on Monaco that will be coffee tea dyed. So I don't know that I'll get it finished, but it'll be my first jump into starting something before I finish something else as far as cross stitching goes. So that's one. And the other cross stitch chart that I want to start is this one. This one is called Playing with Jacks by the Cricut Collection. I absolutely love this chart. Um, and I think part of it is because the pumpkins are all decorated and we've got the sawtooth star here. And being a quilter, I really like that. Stars are my favorite in quilting. But one thing that I plan on doing, like I said, I don't really decorate that much for Halloween. And when I put all of my fall decor out, I want to leave it out as much as I can. I am doing the Halloween rules. So that's going to be one that goes up and then comes down after Halloween. This one, I'm actually planning on taking the little jack-o'-lantern face and replacing the jack-o'-lantern face with another quilt pattern. And it will be black, just like his face, but it's going to be either an Ohio star or some other kind of star in place of the jack-o'-lantern face. That way I can leave it out all during the fall season up until I start decorating for Christmas. So those are the two that I plan to start for Stitchtober. I ordered a few small ones, a few small charts from Fat Quarter Shop last week when they were having their sale, but I think I'm going to put those off. Those will kind of be extras. These are the two that I really want to work on and see how that goes. So the other thing that I want to do during the fall season is this chart. This is a new pattern from Fat Quarter Shop, and it's they are doing a little. I guess you'd call it a stitch along with anything pumpkins. I actually have a pumpkin quilt that is new this year. I just need to get the binding put on it. Like I said, I don't like to bind my quilts, but I need to get that done. And then this is like a little wall hanging. There's some things I want to do with it. I probably won't do it exactly like this. I want to add a sawtooth star. And I probably won't do it on a white background. It'll probably be a darker background. So this should really not take very long at all. This one should be really quick stitch. So I'll be doing this one along with Fat Quarter Shop on their the little pumpkin stitch along. That is really all I have for this first time. I'm hoping that I'll be able to do videos every couple of weeks or so. I don't plan on doing them every week because I don't get that much done because of work time. So I figure if I can even get one in a month, that'll probably be really, really good, at least for now. So if you stuck with me all the way through, thank you so much. I hope you will leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Let me know what you're stitching for Stitchtober. And if if you want to, please feel free to subscribe. And I will see you again in a month or so. Thanks.